Quintessence Theatre Group in Philadelphia is continuing its 7-year tradition of presenting classics that the entire family can enjoy during the holiday season. So this season, they have a full virtual production of The Little Princess. Joining us now to tell us more is Renea Brown. She plays Sarah Crew, and I am so excited, Renea, to talk to you about this because I know the show is based on the book, but I am such a fan of the movie. I'm sure so many little girls were. Tell us about this adaptation of the play and why it's perfect for the holiday season.
Yes, thank you all for having me. I'm so excited to be here. So there are a lot of versions of this book. So there's the book, and there are 2 different movies out, and our show obviously is an adaptation as well. But the through line is that Sarah Crew, she was born in India, and her father is bringing her to a boarding school, and he goes away, and her mother has already passed away. But she's in this boarding school that her father is supporting her through, and eventually he passes away himself. And so the money stops coming in for the school, and the headmistress, Miss Minchin, tells Sarah that she can either be thrown out into the streets or she can live a life of servitude, if as it were, in the school. But even though she's lost her money and on the outside she's no longer a princess, she uses her imagination and her love and her joy and gratitude to affect those around her and to change her situation.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of imagination, I am so fascinated with the local theater groups that have been able to put on these performances from their home, and that's exactly what your cast has done. But there's also an interactive element to the play too. How have you been able to interact and engage with audiences virtually?
Yeah, it's so funny you say that about the theater groups, because I think about that often, about how grateful and blessed I am to be working right now, even though some theaters have closed their doors. But what is fantastic about this show, there are 2 ways to watch. So you can watch on YouTube, or you can watch through Zoom. Both ways you can see the show, but through Zoom, there are times where we ask you to turn on your cameras and to light candles, or to eat treats with us, or to bring your favorite toy and show us what they are. So there's the interactive element, and that becomes truly magical. Especially there's a scene where we ask everyone to light a candle and we're telling a story, and you can see all these candles light up on the screen, and it makes it feel like that there's not a screen between you. It feels like people are in the room with you.
Yeah, it's kind of giving you the vibe of attending a live concert, or like this, a live show. So, wow, That's beautiful. Performances of Quintessence Theatre Group's production of The Little Princess are underway right now through December 27th. You can, of course, get more details on how to watch in the Philly Live section of NBC10.com or the NBC10 app. And Renea Brown, thank you so much for joining us this morning on Philly Live to share a princess fairy tale.
Thank you. Thank you all for having me.